My name is Chris Porter and I'm still doing beekeeping. This is getting close to winter, so I opened the hive to harvest some honey. This will be the first harvest, and I may have to come back and do a more aggressive harvest, but this is my first. The first thing that I did was use this almond scented spray that you place on top of the hive, and it is a scent that they don't like but is not harmful to the bees, and it gets them to go lower in the hive, and that then allows you to take apart a portion of it so that you can harvest the honey. The first one that I harvest was this one. As you can see, I've taken it apart and pulled out some of the frames. Anyway, that is just one of the 4 boxes. I now have the frames on the table, and I'll show you what we're doing here. Down there. So these are the frames with the combs and the honey. There are no grubs in them because I had the queen separator, which would not allow the queen to come up and lay eggs and have them develop into grubs and bees in here. So the lower 3 chambers probably have quite a bit more honey stored in them than the very top one where I had the queen separator. Anyway, so this is what it looks like. I have some gloves because it is a sticky mess. And I watched several of the techniques to do this. And the one technique that seemed to work best was using a serrated knife and chiseling off, if you will, the honey and wax. There is a wax separator that you can rent. I probably will do that later on after I harvest some more honey and get them into their jars. But for now, here is the serrated knife that I'm going to use, and there are other tools available, but after watching several methods, this seemed to be the one method that seemed to work best. Anyway, cutting along the edge of this, let me see, I'll try to see if we can get closer so you can see what I'm doing. So cutting along the edge here, I can get the honey to separate off the frame, as well as some of the combs. I'm going to try to do it this way so that you can see what I'm doing. Just chiseling it off, if you will. You can see the wax and the honey. Now it may be a little more stiff because it's colder outside. Again, I will certainly wait till a much warmer day, but wanted to do this because we're going on vacation and said, well, we'll try this and see how this works. That's Sable's contribution to this experience. apparently, even if you don't get it all off, if you leave the frames exposed outside, the bees will come back and collect residual and take it back to the hive. And apparently they do a very thorough job at collecting any residual left behind. Here's another one, and on this one, it's on both sides, and I didn't show you on the other frame. There was some on the other side. Let me get that. This looks like it's more just wax and comb and very little honey. However, on this side, you can see it looks like there's quite a bit of honey, and you can sort of see it glistening a bit too. So I may have to allow these to warm a bit before I can harvest more of the honey, and I'll do that, and we'll come back and look at this. But anyway, here is my first harvest of honey, and working the frames, and that's it.